discovered my passion. I grew up playing sports. I played t-ball, soccer, basketball. Always grew up. My dad was always into sports. I always loved talking about sports. I always loved listening to the broadcasters. And I don't know, I quit sports a couple of years back. I kind of regret it. So my passion is to kind of keep into that sports industry and maybe work with being like a broadcaster or work in kind of analyzing things. What I like about sports journalism, it takes a deeper look into sports. It breaks down the game. Next slide. Why might not my passion appeal to everyone? It's hard to believe, but not everyone loves sports. It's not everybody's favorite thing. And I know not everyone's an athlete, even myself, I'm not an athlete. That's why I kind of want to work in the journalism field. I was always kind of the smaller guy on the field and was never the biggest, so I kind of quit and kind of like sports journalism. They should embrace my topic because it's about sports. It's a job that if you're good at, you'll be well known. A lot of people will know who you are. You get to be on television. What is a sports broadcaster? So a sports broadcaster is someone who just broadcasts over a sports game like soccer and baseball, who provides coverage of sporting events using various different media outlets, like radio, TV, and other internet. What it takes to be a sports broadcaster. So to be a sports broadcaster, you really need to know the game. Since games move quick, you see games like the Warriors, they're a fast-paced team. You need to know what a dunk is, what a block shot, goaltending. You got to be able to think off your feet, and ability to communicate with exciting emotion. Just look like you know what you're doing and look like you know what you want to do it. What's a sports analyst? Sports analyst provides expert discussion of sports-related topic before, during, or after a sporting event. They're the guys like Stephen A. Smith, the guys who have those talk shows like the First Take. So what it takes to be the sports analyst. So they're the nerds of the sports. They love to crunch numbers. They like to break down the games. They like to they're kind of like the gamblers. They kind of like to predict who's going to win a game, why they're going to win. In a movie, Moneyball, they did a great job showing analytics style used in baseball. Brad Pitt was a general manager, and Jonah Hill was the analytics guy. And they kind of just formed a team with not so good players, and kind of went on to win 20 games in a row. And went 103 and 59 that year off of a team with not very many superstars or anything, just a team that has a lot of good guys. Some of my favorite announcers. I grew up a Giants fan, so always watched Coop and Kite every night at 7:30. Like to turn on the Giants game and just relax and watch the game. So a little clip from him.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
But now looking into most opposing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, Arias from deep third. Got him! And that's a
And it's easy to remember like moments like this with like an announcer like that who kind of just makes you feel excited about the game and makes you really think about it and just makes the game come alive. And some of my favorite basketball announcers, of course, Jerry's not really out there anymore, but Grant is still out there. So we got Doug Christie now, so he's a great guy. Being a Kings fan, I always grew up watching these guys. I still remember this moment, Tyreek Evans. Shows broadcaster getting excited. So to get into sports journalism, it's required to have a bachelor's degree in communications, and they say you kind of want to get an internship, which is probably not easy to get because the only internships that really offer like ESPN, big companies that are on TV and well known, so it's definitely not easy. Some of the greatest broadcasters of all time, a guy like Vin Scully, who was the Los Angeles Dodgers announcer for 67 seasons, retiring last year. You got Joe Buck on Fox Sports. He's won many awards with Fox. Jim Nantz, he works with CBS Sports, and Bob Costas on the bottom. He was a part of NBC Sports from 1980 to 2018, and now he works with the MLB Network. Some of the greatest analysts of all time. You got Charles Barkley, Emmy Award winner for the studio analyst. You got Stephen A. It's kind of just guys that throw in like kind of big topics and like controversy, just to kind of get people thinking about them, and that's kind of what they do. They throw something like LeBron's on the decline just to make people clicking and kind of see what they have to say. Sometimes it's true, and sometimes it's kind of just controversy to get the clicks. And here's my video. It's just me being a sports journalist. I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit. Tonight we got some boys varsity at 6:30. 35 degrees out tonight. Should be an interesting night with some amazing athletes. Thank you, Lisa, for that great commentary. Back here at the Granite Bay High School at the championship wall. We got the SELC championships. Back in 2018, the lacrosse team was trying to make it 2019 again. Let's see if they can do it. Bringing up top of the bleachers, home of the Granite Bay lacrosse team. Got a football field, soccer, other sports also. Lacrosse is an intense sport. It takes a lot of hitting, a lot of passing and throwing the balls. And you got a lot of stars on the varsity team and a lot of great players on the girls team. And the season starts in a couple of weeks. The boys are just starting to get ready. The girls are also starting to get ready. It should be a very exciting season for the Grizzlies. That's the boys working on the bleachers, running the bleachers up and down, putting that work in for the season to start. Only a couple weeks away now. Should be an exciting season to come. Here we got the soccer field, home of many great athletes, many great soccer players that came from this field. If you love soccer, you can't miss this place.
Is the field there?
Let's go back at lacrosse. Many great players. And with the start of this season, a very sad moment for some of our varsity players, which will be their final season playing at this field. Talked to a lot of them, saying it's a lot of special moments here. Should be an exciting season, exciting final season for them to show what they got, show what kind of colleges they want to go to. Heading off now. This has been Doug Lawson here from Granite Bay, California. I have had a great time here meeting a lot of great varsity players, a lot of great coaches. Should be a very exciting season to come. We're hoping they're going to bring it home that 2019 championship home to this Granite Bay Grizzlies. Thank you. My name is Evan Lawson. Signing off. Yeah. Take a look at my website. Some just football broadcasters, Michael and Chris Collinsworth, baseball, Joe Buck, basketball, Stephen A, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen, just some of the fields. Some soccer announcers, and guy on ESPN I kind of watch all the time. He's a late night show guy, Scott Van Pelt. He's always got some smart things to say. They just show about pretty much analysts kind of first take. They're kind of just one of those like controversy groups where they throw out a topic and kind of like to argue and kind of try to get the people's attention and just try to get the clicks and the attention.
LeBron James has looked
little
sensational. There's
example
no
of
reason to get into that
media
right now.
analysts.
Tyronn Lue has done an exceptional job of coaching this team since the trade has taken place. There's no reason to really get into that right now. What alarms me and what I'm paying attention to is the combination of the newcomers combined with what it's done for J.R. Smith. Now, they haven't been here for the last 4 or 5 games. I mean, they've been here for the last 3 pretty much. But J.R. Smith is on the tear over the last 5 games. Just look at some of his numbers, Max. Over the last 5 games, he shot 66, 50, 50, 85%, and 60% from the field. He's hit 20 of 34 3-pointers. That's like at a
Just an example of a
58%
sports
rate from the
analyst, just
3-point
the
line.
guy breaking
Obviously,
down the numbers. Just some of the calls I remember. 2014 NLCS Game 5, Giants win the pennant, headed to the World Series, and Barry Bonds 756. I can still remember Mike Kruko's call of that. And just some of the great analysts, and then Tony Romo, he's been actually a new broadcaster and has shown a very smart guy, because his quarterback instinct of him shows his ability to be a broadcaster, and he really sees the game.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
We've been all over the place, and now it's time for real.
I'm excited to be here. Told you earlier, I got butterflies. It's opening day. You're doing good. You're going to be great this year.
It's
Stay
going to be
calm.
just fine.
I
Okay?
got you. They've got to go back to the Brady sneak or something, don't they? Oh, they're killing it. Usually means a motion and a run out wide to the right. Here's the handoff into the end zone. It's Sony Michel. Third and
He was just
5.
calling plays before it even happened.
I got to put Gronkowski out wide. They've got to get an easier guy when it's one-on-one. They finally got him. There he is. On the top of the screen. If he's double, you're going to throw inside right here to Edelman. You just look up there and pick him.
This is the kind of broadcasting I really like too, just mainly just talking about the game.
They saw what you saw, Tony.
It's 4 yards away from New England taking back the lead.
They're going to run this ball. Kansas City's got to sell out.
Here's a handoff to Burkhead.
Burkhead pulls ahead and scores the touchdown. Gronk's got a chip. Running back's got to help, so he has time to throw. Once again, Edelman in the middle of the field.
Up and sealed.
Down the middle. Edelman again with a 3rd down catch. Gronk is out wide. Watch the top of your screen. Watch this safety. If he comes down, there's a good chance he's throwing out there. It's Gronk for the 1st down. New England's tried to play action earlier. I can't see it here. This has to be run. Second and goal.
To Burkhead.
Burkhead to the end zone. Hello, Super Bowl, New England.
And that's it.
So, thank you.